What's up everyone, I am Wolfstrike150 and welcome back to a new episode of Building Wolfapolis, and in this episode we will be working on Wolf Gym. I kind of neglected to mention that I did name this gym last episode. You could probably see it, but yes, I did name it Wolf Gym. It might be a little generic, it might not be. I think it fits. I think it's kind of cool. It just works for my world. Everything's gonna be wolf based in my world, so that's that. Anyway, last episode we did get this second gym put in here, or not gym, second basketball court put in here. So now we got two basketball courts, which is honestly pretty awesome. And off camera, I've kind of developed this area a little bit. I have like coat hangers over here, and this front desk is just a little thicker. First of all, over here we've got like, they can make like protein shakes and stuff like that. That's what that's for. And then we buy stuff at the front counter, like kind of sign in, get memberships and stuff like that. And I didn't really know what to use for the sign in, so I just used this red torch, because normally you would like scan in with the badge or something like that. So I don't know, I just used redstone. So that's that. Put some chests back here, and I also I don't know, just stored stuff back here. That's pretty much all that is. But anyway, this episode we're going to add on to this facility and make it so much better. And this is something that I've honestly wanted to do for a long time, and that's add a professional swimming pool back here. So my idea is that hold on, if I'm not running into walls, we go down this hallway. This is going to lead to the swimming pool. The swimming pool is going to be right out here, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like, I don't know, professional Olympic size, just like not your average pool that you just go and swim at. It's gonna have like lanes on it and stuff like that. I think we're gonna have enough room to work with to do that. There's just a few things I have to take into account for this. First things first, we're not exactly keep in mind this is a super flat world, and this world is somewhat old, and the chunks, or the blocks, they don't go very deep. I'm not sure how many blocks deep it goes, but we'll hit bedrock pretty soon, so we can't make a very deep pool, which unfortunately just upsets me, but we'll just have to roll with it. The only way I can see around that is if we like elevated ourselves up above the ground and like did like a deeper pool, but we don't really necessarily have to have a deeper pool. The only thing that's going to concern me is I do want to add a high dive / diving board area, and if it's not that deep, it's a little concerning to me, but I think we can still make it work. And second of all, I'm kind of debating on putting like stands and stuff up here. The stands can't be over here because it's just gonna get in the way. But anyway, enough of the kind of discussing. Let's go ahead and start laying down some blocks and planning. First things first, I want a good block to use for this swimming pool, like the around the swimming pool, the area. And something just tells me I need like a white tile thing. I can't really think of another block to use. Now, if I want to do that, we can either use the white wool, or we could use the, where's it at? The block of quartz. Now, here's the white wool. So if we place it side by side like that, you can see it's kind of tiley, and if we did the block of quartz, it's kind of like that. Not much of a difference. I would say that the white wool does look a little cleaner, so I'm probably gonna end up going with the white wool for this. So this is gonna be our like the floor that you walk on. So I'm just gonna take this down. I want this to extend this entire length. This will definitely be a really good length to work with for the swimming pool. My idea is that I probably need to develop the high dive first, because then I can kind of adjust like how I want the actual like pool with the lanes and everything. I could kind of decide on what that length's gonna be as I go on. My first question is, first of all, this is an awkward transition. I'll have to think of a good way to transition from this main gym hallway to the swimming pool area, but it's fine for now. I need to decide on exactly, whenever you walk in here, how many steps you're gonna take before you actually get to the pool, because we don't want the pool like 3 steps right in the entrance. It's obviously a hazard, and it's not good planning as far as pools. So we want this to come out a little bit. Right now we got it coming out 3 blocks and now 4 blocks. And I'm just gonna kind of take this out until I feel that we have a good amount of space to work with here. I do want to add like a bench over here, like up against this wall right here. I want to add like a long bench so that like I'm not saying that like it'd be like professional swimming like here, like they would hold like meets and stuff like that, but that's pretty much what its purpose kind of would be. It's just a long bench for people to sit on when they're not actually swimming, I guess. So I don't know, I've never personally like swam. I did take swimming classes whenever I was like a little kid, but it wasn't anything like I wasn't gonna become the next Michael Phelps or anything like that. I'm a decent swimmer because I did have to swim in high school. It was like a PE requirement, but I honestly can't do swimming because I need to breathe. I need oxygen, and I just can't be putting my head underwater so much like that. Like, I'm not a fish. I can't do that. And kudos to the people who are swimmers. I know that it's a great exercise, and it's a great way to stay in shape. And if you can stay underwater that long, and you can do all... I mean, if you can be like a fish, then honestly, I'm happy for you. Because I sure can. I really can. Anyway... That's a good, like, I don't know, I think this is like a good amount. Like, if I was to, yeah, we could have like the pool kind of like start there. So like I said, I want to develop the high dive area. First of all, this wall is going to come across. Let me go ahead and get my blocks for that. We need the light gray wool and the green wool, and we're just gonna take this out a little bit so we know where the wall restriction is. I'll have to get an idea for length. So I'm just gonna take this wall up a little bit, and I know the pool is going to be, I think I'm gonna make the pool 10 lanes long. I don't know if there's like a certain number that's professional or what you're supposed to have, but I've looked at pictures, and generally I'm seeing like 10 lanes roughly to swim in. So I'm gonna try to do that, and I think 10 lanes will be a perfect size for this pool. It's gonna be big. It's definitely gonna be a really cool... Oh, whoa, that's white wool. We don't want that. That's tiley. We want the light gray. But anyway, gosh, I got sidetracked on what I was saying, but we want... It's going to be a nice addition to the gym. We got a lot going on here, a little bit of everything for everyone, and it's honestly a good idea to have something like that in your city, especially for like tourists and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to add that to Wolfapolis. This is definitely really awesome. Never done this before, really never developed the city as well as I have with this one. So I'm definitely proud of what's going on right now. So that wall's been taken out a considerable distance. Now, let's say the pool starts like right here. And now that I think about it, it's kind of good that we are at ground level, because that's going to be making this fill in the pool part pretty easy. So, but other than that, I gotta decide on like the width, and also I don't think I want it to. I kind of want like a border around, like a transition or something like that. So what I might do, I need color. I don't know if it'd be overkill to use green or something, or maybe I do like the prismarine blocks, and the prismarine blocks are definitely going to be good for a build like this. So I'm wondering if it would be a good idea to use one of these. I need to get out of these prismarine blocks again, by the way. But we got that, and that and use one of them. And I'm thinking that the dark prismarine is probably, it's looking the most realistic to me as far as like a pool border. So I think that's what we'll end up using for this example. So I'm just going to take this along. This would be the border. This is gonna offset the pool from the actual walking area. So I'm just gonna take that across like that. That's just pretty simple. First thing, just real quick, I'm going to develop the width that we need. So we need 10 lanes, like I said, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna have like a 5-block gap for each lane. So to kind of do this, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, we need a 5-block gap. So let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 6th one, that leaves a 5-block gap. That's a good lane. So that's lane 1. We need 10 lanes, and I think that'll be perfect. So I'm just going to go. I wish I could. Can't really see what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 2 lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 3 lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 lanes. So you get the gist of it all. That's roughly what our pool is going to be like with all these lanes. And gosh, this gym facility is going to stretch like farther than what I thought. It honestly is going to get really close to the modern house I have over here, which is not a problem. We have all this property over here. I just thought I would be able to add like houses or something else over here, and we still might be able to. I'm just saying it's getting a little big, but bigger is better. Everything's bigger in Wolfapolis. That's going to be the theme. Like everything's bigger in Texas. Everything's bigger in Wolfapolis also. So we have 4 of these. So we need to get 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 5. So we're halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 9 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's the 10th lane. Ooh, gosh, this is going to be a huge pool. Huge, 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 but I like it. I definitely like it a lot. So, now we have that. We want to make we want to develop our high dive area. So, first of all, I'm going to just go with the white wool, and I'm just going to take this back because we need a little bit of walking distance for the diving area. So I'm just going to take this entire length, and this is just going to how much do we want to work with? Keep in mind we do got to have a nice distance for the pool also. I'm trying to think. Some tells me that we just kind of got to scrap the high dive area. As much as I wanted to put like diving boards and stuff in here, the length already is going to be perfect for the pool. Or I don't know why I just got rid of that block. This actually needs to come over one more. This is going to be a perfect like length of the pool. So I'm thinking that maybe we can possibly add an addition for a separate high dive area, because this is just so perfect the way it is. So I think just for now, we are just going to stick with doing the pool itself. So let me just go ahead and get these dimensions down, and we can kind of go ahead and get this pool filled in. I'm going to keep those blocks over there just so that I can just kind of keep track of what I'm doing. But that's, I mean, that's almost, that's like Olympic size. That's kind of what I wanted. So, to be honest, I'm gonna put these light gray blocks on top of these just so that I can again mark the lanes, because what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be the border of the pool, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these areas in with the prismarine blocks like this, and that means up there. So that means that over here we can just get rid of that prismarine, and this is all going to be filled in with the white wool. And these white blocks are just kind of showing me the distance I need to have for each lane. So I'll go ahead and fill this in over here, and I'll need a good distance on the other side as well. I think I can kind of, I know they're not diving boards really, or they're kind of diving boards. I know that in professional swimming, whenever you start, you got to get down in your stance and everything, and you actually do dive off these boards. So I guess technically they are diving boards. So maybe, I guess we are adding diving boards into this. I was just thinking of kind of like more of a high dive thing that I was going to add, but it's fine. It's fine. We can develop that later if we want to, or we can add something separately to that. But like I said, this is a good size for the pool. And hopefully it turns out as good on Minecraft as it is on my head. Everything looks good on paper, but is it practical in Minecraft? And I've been fortunate enough for things to work out pretty well for me on Minecraft, because I take a shot in the dark most of the time on Minecraft. I'll just be building stuff that it doesn't feel like it would fit on Minecraft because of the way Minecraft is, but like you can see Michael's house. I think Michael's house turned out really well. It was obviously a struggle to get it to work right with Minecraft, but in the end, I think it did turn out good, and it was definitely a shot in the dark kind of build. And that's what this is. I've built pools. I build pools all the time, just not professional, not for athletic purposes. I'm not sure what the word is. It's like anaerobic or aerobic. It's one of those two words is what the kind of exercise that this provides. Like as far as like swimming, it's one of those two words. I'm not sure if it's anaerobic or aerobic, but it's pretty much what that is. I'm gonna take this wall down because this will be our other wall. I was almost gonna say, or will it, but then I look and I notice that Michael's house is right there. It's gonna be hard. It would be hard to move that over because that would obtrude Michael's yard, and I don't think. I think, to be honest, I think that would make Michael very mad if he had a gym cutting through his property. So we're gonna let Michael stay in peace. We're not gonna bother him by obtruding his property lines. So probably gonna use the same distance that I used over here. How many blocks do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. So I'll just do the same on the other side. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rid of this prismarine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this across, and we'll add the prismarine in, and that'll give us an idea for the size that we're working with for this pool. It takes a lot of time to develop things, even like pools. It just takes a little time, and it's not that big of a deal. We're not in any hurry, but this is a large scale build. That's a pretty decent size. It almost looks like a square. It's not actually what I was going for. I was looking for more of a rectangle. I kind of wanted it to be more long ways than wide, but it's not a problem. Like, I mean, if they want to swim like a mile or something, they'll just have to swim back and forth over and over again. Just exercises. That's what it's for. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill this in with the white wool, and then we can actually do the sort of fun thing, I guess. I don't know if you can call it fun or not, but we're gonna fill in this pool with water. As anyone knows, whoever fills pools in on Minecraft, the smart thing would be to go ahead and fill it in and then delete the layers below, because if you don't, then you're just gonna have to add a layer anyway, because the water needs to set on something before it can drop. I don't know how sure of myself I am of saying that now, because I've heard that in recent Minecraft updates that you can place water without like what's the word? Without having to place it on top of blocks. I don't know if that's true or not. I honestly don't know how that would work, even if that was true. So if I'm wrong, I guess I'm wrong. But for this example, I'm just gonna place the water on top of the grass, and then we'll just dig. Digging's not gonna be fun. I don't like digging up these areas. I mean, could you imagine? I hand built my beach and my oceans. Could you imagine like making the ocean like by hand, digging all that out? It would take an eternity. Like, and the funny thing is, you can't do a TNT because TNT in water doesn't blow anything up. So that would take forever to do that by hand. So this is probably gonna take a little while to dig this out. But what we're gonna do first is we are going to go ahead and fill this in with the water. So we're getting the water bucket, and as always, I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna add our nice water that we want. The water's so weird on Minecraft. It's like skippy and stuff, and it travels so weird. But I definitely like the way that the water looks in the city texture pack. I think it's probably the best pool color that we could honestly have to do pools with on Minecraft. That honestly fills itself in. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like waves. But this color, that's a pool color. That's a pool color of blue, and that's just fantastic. So now we need to start digging, but before we start digging, the first thing I want to do is I want to start like going ahead and adding these lanes in, and I need to decide on what block I want to use. I've seen people do things like put spider webs for, like, I don't know what they're called, they like float in the water. They just separate the lanes and stuff like that. If I put spider webs in that, the only problem is that if you swim into it, you're obviously gonna be stuck. So I don't know if that's the best play or not. We could honestly use a bunch of blocks. I mean, anything like fences, or I don't even know if fences would look right or not. We'll just kind of experiment here. One thing I'm curious of is the end rods. Those kind of go sideways, so those might work. We just gotta see what works. And then I guess we'll go ahead and get out the spider webs as well. That's in the decorations tab. Yes, it is. So we did iron bars. Whoa. These iron bars are definitely gonna be hard to place, and I feel like that's not gonna be the best play for lane separation. So next up we have an end rod, which does provide light also. Huh. This is really making me think, because that doesn't look half bad at all. I mean, putting these in, I mean, this kind of looks like it. And if we didn't do that, we would do the webs for lane separation. Gosh, I mean, these end rods, they speak to me. I mean, these end rods are the answer to everything, because I've found myself using these end rods a lot lately. Not only does that provide light, but it looks like it like the things that float in the water. What if we put it down here? Obviously, I guess we can't put it in the water, but that looks like it kinda. Let's do that. That's really cool. So we'll just take this all the way across, and like I said, this will provide light too. So hey, I mean, I'm all in for it if it provides light. We can't have it floating is the only problem. I do have it on these light gray wool things over here, but I don't think we can really keep those. Or we might be able to, I don't know. Let's go ahead and add in all these so we can go ahead and separate the lanes. But that's really cool. I mean, end rods just come through on every aspect of the word. I mean, that just, gosh. I just can't think of, that's like the block. The end rod is the block. For modern and recreational purposes, end rod is the go-to block to use. I will say that right now. It's just, wow. Oh gosh, it just looks so much like a pool. So, we're gonna add these lanes in. I'm not sure how far we're going to get into the digging up part. It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure you guys, I don't want to bore you guys watching too much of the dig up part anyway. But we'll definitely get these end rods in, and we'll take a step back and we'll look at it and we'll see what we got to work with. This is gonna take a little bit of off-camera work to get the pool dug up, which I'll end up doing that. But that's really awesome. I know that I'm probably like, I probably look dumb, like just flying back to the other side when I could just place a block down where I'm at, but I'm just kind of lazy right now, if you're wondering. 10 lanes, I don't know if 10 lanes was overkill or not, but I like it. And we'd even have some more room to put like stands over here or something. People can like sit and watch like the swimmers. So that's really cool. The thing I like most about this light is when we actually do get a roof on this facility, it's gonna create some lighting problems. It's definitely gonna be dark, and that's not just for the pool. That's for this entire gym facility. It's gonna be dark, and we need light. We need as much light, but it has to be hidden. And this is the greatest hidden lighting technique I may have ever seen in my life, because this is what's necessary for a pool, and it lights up. It's just great. It's great. So this will be the last lane that we have to do. Almost got it. All right. So, gosh, it looks so much like a professional pool. Words cannot describe. So just imagine you just jump in. Obviously, it's not deep right now, but you swim. You can't go. Maybe I could do something with the elytra so that I can like swim on my belly or something. But that looks really cool. We'll just have to dig up under this area, get rid of all that grass down there. So the stands, I'll probably add some stands over here also. I don't know, it's gonna be weird because a lot of times with swimming pools, the stands will actually be on this side because it'd be more convenient for whenever you come in to just come up here and sit rather than having to actually cross the pool and come over here and sit. But that's just a sacrifice we're gonna have to make this time. And if it is, I mean, honestly, I could just add like a little pathway. I could go around the pool so you didn't like walk on the pool floor to get over to the stands. I don't know. It's gonna take a little bit of planning. That's pretty much the pool. So let me go back to the entrance of the gym, and just imagine you're checking in. You got pool meet or someone you know is swimming today, so you're just gonna come down this hallway, and we're just gonna see the magnitude of how great this is. You just walk in, and oh my gosh, we have this pool. We have this big pool, and this is definitely gonna look better whenever it's done. So that's probably all the time that we're really gonna have for this episode too. So I do thank you guys for tuning into the episode today. As always, just ran into a wall. Whoops, you can see my face. Thank you for tuning into the episode, and we were building a wolf gym today, getting a lot of progress done. We still got to add the weights to stuff like that in the indoor track, so this is definitely a fun project to be doing episodes on. But this is the end of the episode, so do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And this has been Wolfstrike 150, and see you guys later.